Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to KAAPcast. Creatives are all pushing, a platform that is aimed at shining a light on the creative realm in Cape Town, South Africa, Africa and beyond, baby. When I say beyond, I'm talking Africa and the world. You understand? I'm coming to you live and direct from the CTICC, Cape Town International Convention Center, Decorex, Day 1, the CPT edition, baby. I'm Sonabile Lutango, alongside the flyest, the baddest, the boldest, Sivinati Mona. What are you saying, my brother?
Oh, what are you saying, my nigga? Shout out to my people from East London, my nigga. I'm here, man. Cape Town, we're exploring. It's a lifestyle, man. Tell me about Decorex, I don't know.
If you don't have, Decorex is the biggest deco and design exhibition in the continent of South Africa. In the continent of Africa. It's the biggest deco and design. It has a reputation spanning over 3 decades, 35 years in the game. They've been pushing creatives, they've been pushing design, they've been pushing innovation. When I think of Decorex, I think of sustainability, technology, future, design in Africa. Let's go check them out. What are they saying? Let's go check them out.
Raindrops falling on my head and it's killing me.
Here at Decorex Africa. So amazing place. Never seen this before in my life, but I'm here. And we are here with
Garreth van Niekerk.
Sonobile Lutango, outside with Garreth van Niekerk.
Ace. Okay, tell me, what do you do and what is your standpoint on Decorex Africa?
So I'm the Executive Creative Director of Decorex Africa, but I'm also the Creative Director of this project that we're in now called Capitec handmadeAFRICA. And so my job, so if you're asking what my view is of Decorex, I have to say I love it. But yeah, my job is really just working with hundreds of designers around Africa, and we work with them to develop collections of products, get their work out there and try and really integrate them with an audience of people who could buy their work.
Yes. So Nabila, anything to say?
Mr. Garreth, I'd like to welcome you to Cape Town firstly. Okay. Mr. Garreth, you have your position in Decorex. You are the co-creative director for Decorex Africa. There's 2 creative directors. That's a first for me.
Yeah.
And how are you taking the position?
So we have decided that design as a subject has become quite small. We sometimes think about something like Decorex as only furniture or only fabrics or whatever, but we think the definition of design is very big.
Okay.
We think it should include graphic design, we think it should include fashion, we think it should include scent. So really our philosophy is that design as a word is too narrow, so we're trying to expand the definition of it and really try and platform South African and African designers as among the best in the world and really include Africa's designers in the global conversation.
So now we are in this beautiful exhibition made by handmadeAFRICA, of which it's your work. And can you please tell us more about handmadeAFRICA and how can artists such as Sanele Kwabe, because I see you
like
have
his
him.
work?
I love his work.
He's good.
We were there at Archive, he was executing his thing there as well.
Okay.
So Sanele actually launched with handmadeAFRICA, his first project. We saw his stuff online and we were like, looks so cool, he's so fresh. And they were quite small then, and we showed them and they sold out on the first day. And then I was like, okay, I want to go bigger.
Okay.
So we pushed him to go and make his biggest one. And I was also like, okay, I want it to be really shiny, and so he tried to like spray paint it. It wasn't the kind of thing I looked like, and so we found somebody who hand chromes cars. And we took him to a hand chroming person. So this is the first one. There's 3 of them. Joburg will reveal the rest.
Okay.
But I love that boy.
Amazing work.
Could you have a word to young or I don't want to say young, let me say emerging artists? How can they get in touch with handmadeAFRICA and showcase their works too?
Well, listen, our philosophy, our belief is that there are so many inspiring young designers, and we really want to do everything we can to support and uplift them, and with Capitec's help, we are. And so, if you guys want to get in touch, and if anybody has some big ideas, it doesn't just have to be design, it could be social media partnerships, it could be media partnerships, it could be DJs. Our events are very broad, and we'd love to work with everybody, but the best way to do it is to head to handmadeAFRICA.store I'll give you my phone number and but you can't share it. And then you can maybe slide into my DMs or to Handmade Africa's DMs. But also, if it gets lost, then you can't.
I think that's a win for us. And all I can say is, what do you think about KAAPcast and what do you wish for KAAPcast?
For
KAAPcast Media.
KAAPcast Media. I want you guys to become the leading platform for the next generation of young African design voices and musicians and everything. And I want to see you on ETV, I want to see you on SAPC, I want to see you on Vogue. Rock it out.
Yes. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Quick question, last one. To someone that has not yet attended Decorex, how would you define the Decorex?
Decorex is a coming together of the whole design industry. It happens for 4 days. There's furniture, there's textiles, there's art, there's things to buy, there's talks, there's amazing talks program. You can come and meet all your favorite designers in person. You can shop, you can have beautiful lunches and wines, and it's a really beautiful day out for everybody, and it's really important for the industry. So
You hear the man himself, that's Ellen, and I'm Sonamile Lutango with Creatives All Pushing. We out.
Yo, this is Venati Mona from KAAPcast Media. I'm here with my brother Sonabile Lutango. We just came here to see SmartLux. Can you tell us about the brand? Who are you? Where are you coming from?
How's it, guys? My name is Mahir. I'm the owner and founder of SmartLux Automation. Our vision is to create buildings and houses that think for themselves without you having to do anything. Think Iron Man levels, guys. That's the future.
When I think about SmartLux, I think of innovation, technology, futuristic designs. What could go wrong? That's the question that people think of when they think about technology, or especially in their homes. What do you think of that?
So no, really, that's a really good question. Very little can go wrong when you use a system like ours. We don't rely on any online cloud-based systems. Everything is wired and programmed to be controlled within your house. And in the rare case when things do go wrong, I can access it remotely via a secure connection. And because this is based on an industrial system, building management system, it is extremely reliable and our failure rate is negligible.
I want to ask also, is this thing involved in AI as well, as we entering now that world of AI?
So we're not using AI. What's important to understand with our system is we give you the personal touch. We get to know your routines, and our vision is to automate your daily repetitive tasks. So we don't want your house to take over your life. We want your house to complement your life.
Okay, so Reform is an international award-winning lifestyle brand. Our aim is to design for a cause. We design for a better quality of life. So the entire brand revolves around
sustainability and making a product with a purpose. So we have our fabric, our main fabric. The invention was creating a fabric made out of reused and recycled plastic bags interwoven with different kinds of threads, and it has a positive impact on the environment and the people around us. So the environment impact is that we're trying to reuse plastic bags and to prolong the life cycle of plastic bags. That's like 12 minutes into years. And the social impact, we're trying to revive the weaving industry because all our products are entirely handmade, and to encourage underprivileged women with limited resources and education. So that's...
Yo, you guys are doing the Lord's work, beautiful work. I am really inspired. You mentioned fabric, and what I love about Reform Studios, you guys have a new take into fabric making and material. You guys are using plastics. Could you please tell us more about why the choice of using plastic? Is it a big pollution problem maybe in Egypt?
It's a huge problem actually in Egypt. Plastic bags are the second most wasted material in Egypt. Unfortunately, we don't recycle plastic bags that much. Actually, producing a new one is way cheaper than recycling an old one. That's why. And plastic bags always consumes a lot of space, and it doesn't weight. It's lightweighted. That's why people lean more towards like producing new ones than recycling old ones. So this is what led to the creation of our fabric. And later on, we've developed on our fabric and started using food packaging waste. This material is very hard to recycle because it's made up to 7 layers of plastic sheets laminated with foil, so it makes it so hard to separate
And to recycle, actually. That's why we thought of reusing them and starting thinking of them as a resource to start taking them and make a new product that lives
for a longer time.
Okay, I just want to ask now, what are the challenges that you guys are facing in this industry you are in?
A lot, actually. But being a woman, this one is one of the main things. Maybe when we started, we were very young. Me and Mariam, we were just graduated, and we were women and young in an African Middle Eastern country that's male-driven,
man-driven country. So
it was a bit hard dealing with the workshops and the craftsmen. There was craftsmen we were dealing with. To convince them to make something new with a new technique and a creative one.
They were kind of narrow-minded.
Yeah, some of them actually. Yeah, some of them were narrow-minded until we found someone who was really
able enough
to try new things, and it took us to open our workshop. It took us 1 year to find a worker to start working with us and to try dealing with different materials and creating something new. So this was
and the international market has been receiving Reform Studios as an international brand, and the reception that Reform Studios has been getting from the international market has been good. One word of advice for young upcoming creators that want to create too. What can these two beautiful ladies say to those creators?
Perseverance, all the way.
Perseverance.
Yeah.
Okay, so one word that would define Decorex for you, man.
Honor.
Honor in partnering.
Amazing as well.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
From us at KAAPcast Media, we are truly inspired by these two beautiful women. We appreciate you. May we all go. Peace. Creatives are pushing the outside at Decorex. We're now checking out the small business development side, because Decorex is huge. There's a lot that's happening. Over 250 exhibitors, so it's quite a lot.
Approximately 5,000.
It's a lot of people. So we are here now at the small business development side. So we will be spotlighting a brand. I'm sure you can see the brand placing and Joinery. Joinery will be joining us. The two creative directors of Joinery will be joining us shortly. Right now, shortly.
Okay, ready.
Nice to meet you, Ma'am Kim.
Nice to meet you guys.
Could you please tell us more about Joinery, the brand? When did it start? What is it about?
So Joinery is a sustainable brand. We make products from recycled plastic bottles, and all of our products are made in our artisanal factory, which we upskill incredible females and artisans, and we are 1,000 bags away from saving 1 million plastic bottles from landfill.
Crazy. So what inspired that for you guys to come together and push that?
So in 2010 we realized that there was a plethora of highly skilled women and artisans, but the voice was what needed to come out. We needed to tell that message. So we started working with really fantastic, highly skilled, handcrafted artisans to create our products. Everything from luggage bags, weekenders, travel accessories. So it was really about who made our products and how we could support that. Then we started to look at environmental issues, and we created a fabric here in South Africa made from recycled plastic bottles. So it's called Future Felt. We conceptualized it, and all the bottles are collected here in South Africa, and then we create our fabric and really are closing the loop. So it's from the fabric creation to design to creating everything in our artisanal studios, all made by hand.
Wow, man. That's I can't even think of a word that would describe that.
Crazy.
These guys have a new take into material making, using plastic bottles to make this. I could imagine finding the right manufacturers to do the process was a bit tricky. Could you please talk us through that?
Yeah, so exactly. So for us, it was really about R&D, working with the right recyclers, working with the right fabric molds, and then of course designing so that the fabric would work with our design. So we've got an amazing team of designers who can take any substrate and make it look really aesthetically beautiful. So we always say, we're African at heart, we've got an international aesthetic, it's all made here in Africa, it's all made by hand. For us, being made here, being made local, and using heritage skills is the key for us. So we feel really proud to have a whole team behind us that does everything from scratch.
I want to ask, how did the collaboration came about? I see that this is designed by Joinery and also Decorex Africa.
Yes, so we have worked with Decorex because we believe that change in South Africa can come through design. So we have chosen the medium of design to affect change in the world. So Decorex is the perfect platform for joinery to come to the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from us at KAAPcast, man, it's like to say we are really proud of you, beautiful women that are pushing the culture forward and innovating. We're really proud of you, man.
Thank you for having us. We feel honored.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
That's amazing! I'm glad we spotted you there. We were like, oh my god, these cool cats with our bags.
Very nice.
I think we have a photo. Come here. Us.
My name is Makombure Mutezo, and I'm a food designer from the Renewed, and these lovely gentlemen, they caught me after a feature food talk at the craziest podcast in the game.
That's what's up, my bro. I see there when we were chilling at the Future Talks, you were one of the panelists. There was a mention of awards. They said you came with the whole.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? Would you talk to us about the award, bro?
I can give you a little 2 cents about it. So basically what happened was we won the Capitec Rising Star Award. Me and my brother, we basically been pushing this Hungry Meat company for the past 2 years. And we basically got some recognition from the people who are sponsoring this Capitec Handmade Africa exhibit. And it was just such a blessing to be able to see that the hospitality we give up to when they come to the brownie side or the brownie bar. They weren't just there because we make good products, but also the way we sell it. And it was just recognizing us just as a small business and some of the challenges we overcame to come to Cape Town. Yeah, because we're a company from Pretoria, so shows like Decorex, you can't miss it. Also, you're going to miss KAAPcast.
The whole culture, come on now.
Take us through, man. What was the inspiration behind the brand, and also taking it now right here in Cape Town? Because from Pretoria to this side, it's another different atmosphere. Tell us.
So basically, the brand started in 2022 after I graduated. Before I started this business, I'd worked in food, fashion, and design, events, cotton on food, freelanced design for logos and graphic design, art direction, and I wanted to take all of that juice that I was learning and taking from people that were in this industry for more than 5 years and applied it my own way with the youth. Because a lot of the customers that we have now, all you guys are studying, you're going to get money at some point. So now the question is, where are you going to spend your money? And who are the people that are making the products that your money is going to be spent on? And I wanted to be just one of those people that makes a really high quality product so that whenever you guys come through, as soon as Amajita is done, you're still a discerning customer and you feel like your money should go to certain places. So we started the food business to make sure that we can make really high quality brownies. People love chocolate and we're in a continent known for chocolate. But when I said brownies, people would ask me about sugar, they're asking me about ingredients that shouldn't be thought about. Sugar's there. Can't take it away. And now as we make more money, maybe the research and development that we can create going to help us remove the sugar that people are always talking about. But until then, brownies to the world, Pitori to the world. We're going to make a brownie for each province.
Pray for Pitori.
Pray for Pitori.
You mentioned that we come from a continent that is rich in cocoa, which is your brownies are made from.
Yes,
That's
sir.
talking about knowing your strengths. So you being here at Decorex, what does that mean for your business?
It means a lot because, as I mentioned, as the future talks, there's a lot of partners that we have in Spain, like Plant Institute, the Institute of Food and Design by Francesca Zampola and Yashang City. And those are people that I feel like we want to introduce to the African market so that there are more food designers. My goal with this is not to be the only one. I hope that at some point we can have an educational workshop that can just show people what exactly is this food design, and just so that we can improve the food product that exists. So that when Mategi Tushus comes back from Europe, he's like, nah man, it's too much this side. Okay, but even though they found us, we do the most for us. And now we've got, kind of music, busy bring brownies.
What keeps your strength, bro? What keeps your strength in it?
What keeps my strength? I'm not gonna lie, you gotta thug it out, bro. You have to thug it out because there's always gonna be challenges. As guys, there's always gonna be something there. So you can't focus on the thing you know is gonna always be there. Rather try to make your day better. You see how customers react. You see that you've actually connected the streetwear with design and food, and you're actually feeling creative. Like the thing that is really pushing me is we're actually feeling creative. We're architects, engineers, copywriters, artists, musicians, every aspect of design we have had the opportunity to feed them. And I feel like when you have a creative block, just even having a little snack can make a whole difference. Because you're not always thinking about work.
You're doing the Lord's work.
You've done it.
Now you guys also doing the Lord's work. Because I would have never got this opportunity if I was not there at Decorex. If I didn't come there, upstairs. So shout out to KAAPcast.
After KAAPcast, we really love to say, and then, before you leave us, a young word nyana to the young creators or emerging creators that are coming up in the game that also want to showcase at Decorex. Talk to us.
So the advice I'd give to people that want to showcase at Decorex, make sure you do not disappoint the people that invest in you and give you money. Do not disappoint the people that help you. Literally. Show up, go through the challenges, and don't give up. Because you will make it here. I'm here now.
We're here now.
And I almost missed my flight. But God is good. And I hope you guys continue thriving. I know this is going to be beating G one day, so keep pushing, guys. These challenges now I know you're not telling me, so keep pushing. Hope I see you guys on the radio.
That's what creatives are doing, my bro. Creatives are all pushing.
You're looking fly, you're working hard, and that's all that matters. All that's missing is looking good and thinking good. So bye brownies, my bro. Bye brownies.
Thank you,
I appreciate you guys.
Where can we find you?
One word to describe Decorex Africa.
Decorex Africa, just beautiful design. Let me just say beautiful, because you said one word, but beautiful. First time doing Decorex, won a Rising Star Award 2 nights ago. We're the best, clearly, but we're not big-head about it. We want to just show that it's possible, even with, people look at our product and say brownies. How do you guys get here, bro? It tastes good. It's got to feel good, taste good, and look good. Come on, that's the culture. That's the way, my bro. So Decorex is about deco and design, so we're trying to show that food design is also involved in it too. So shout out to Decorex for inviting us. Shout out for the award, and we won't let you guys down. Cape Town as a whole. So yeah, beautiful.
That's all.
Shout out.
I think that's all, my nigga. You've said it all. We wish you all the best. Keep pushing. We are pushing as well.
Shout out. Shout out, my dog.
Energy on the high. Energy on the high.
Out here with the family. This is just a dream, Capitec Media, you know what I'm saying? We're out here, feeling beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful design week. Everything is amazing. Celebrating arts and culture, but doing it in style, Okay, so how you feeling?
celebrate my brother, man. I'm excited. We met one of the few brothers, and they are doing it like the way we want to. Yes, hey, there's a challenge for fun.
Mr. Tando, like, you are the host of the Future Talks. Future Talks, what is Future Talks?
Yo, thank you so much for the question, Malala. Future Talks is an initiative that was run by Decorex in order to share insights and also celebrate these amazing industry professionals. We get together here, we host conversations, and we speak about the future of design, what we're looking forward to, also celebrating the people's work, but it's basically a celebration of design, and it's a beautiful initiative because the conversations are real, the interactions are human. It's not an auditorium, serious setup. Everyone is free, you know. Even if you're walking past, you can join. If you know, it's like a very loose, informative conversation. You know? Yeah.
I want to know why you, and also when did the brand started? What was the initiative when you should give someone like you as energy to put the brand to this high level it is right now?
Yo, thank you so much for the question. I think to answer that question, I first need to give context, or rather say thank you to someone who believed in me, the previous executive creative director of Decorex, Belle Bellingham. Shout out Belle Bellingham. That's one of my closest friends and someone who really took a chance on me, you know, and trusting me for this opportunity. I think her coming into Decorex was a ongoing process of making Decorex open to us and what we do in the creative space. I think what gave her the confidence to, I guess, bestow the opportunity on me is through my brainchild Marketplan, which is like hey, shout out. Basically Marketplan was the platform that allowed me to, I guess, be in these rooms, you know, because talking was never part of the plan, you know. I actually want, like, the actual goal is to make films, you know, but dressing good while doing it. But that's our handmadeAFRICA, yeah. So Marketplan, and shout out Val Valentine.
Coming again for the second time of Decorex as the host of the Future Talks.
Yes.
What is something different that you're bringing to the second installment?
I think what I'm bringing different this year is that trying to be more present and enjoy these moments for what they are. I think for a long time in South Africa we don't have a solid archive of our artists and the work they've done and the conversations that they have. So I think it is important for me to be present and recognize that the moment is not just a moment, but we need to have conversations like this so it can be recorded and exist and live forever for the next generation after us, level. So you know where it fits.
Jagabona, live in the moment.
Jagabona.
Before we even close, what's your vision going forward to the plan?
Sure.
That's where we saw this. It's like it's not really about you.
Sure.
It's something about you. Sure. It's also about the story here that you encompasses the people that you meet right here. What's the vision for the plan?
No, that's a big question. I think the Marketplan firstly is to remain in service of humanity, in human stories. I think that for me was an ode to my curiosity as a 15-year-old who had into some creative culture but never had a place to find it. So I want to continue doing that throughout South Africa and throughout Africa. I want to create a complex of Africa, but through the eyes of Marketplan, you know? And I bow my heads down to initiatives like Complex because they do a great job of documenting culture. So
people like Jola Puma,
shout out Jola Puma, you know what I'm saying? Real amazing guy, real, even Noah Campbell, the creative director and head of content there, they're doing an amazing job, but like, that's where I see Marketplan going right now. I can only do that with you guys, and we can only do that together.
From us, the coaches are all pushing. So today, we appreciate you and your work.
Yo, ladies in Cape Town. These two are next up.
At least they are just